This is my BMW X7 that has many amazing features that I absolutely love. From luxurious interior to reliable engine, comfortable adaptive air suspension, and advanced technology such as excellent phone integration and parking assist. But after owning it for over a year now, there are definitely a few things that I find really annoying. So let me complain for a few minutes about this BMW X7. Let's start with the worst one, these middle seats. Now, there's nothing wrong with these seats actually. In fact, they are very comfortable and a pleasure to be in for long trips. But unfortunately, if you plan on having passengers in the back often, they become a problem. The second row seats are supposed to slide forward easily and allow access in the back, but they can be a bit slow and clunky, making it awkward to access the back. At first, I really liked them, but I'm a car guy and I learn how everything works on the car and take my time with it. However, that's not common and most people have been very confused and kind of frustrated when trying to get in the back. There isn't a button to press. People try to press this button or move the seat forward, but that doesn't really do much. So most people try to climb through the middle until I show them what to do. So this is what people actually try to do, go around and all the way to the back between the armrests, which isn't ideal obviously, but it might actually be faster. How could it possibly be faster? Well, since most people don't realize that you have to lean this seat forward in order for it to start moving, they don't know that that's the process and they try to go through the middle. And because it has to move the front seat first before it can move the middle seat, it becomes really long. Let me show you. So we're gonna open it up. So this is what you actually have to do to get in the back. See how long it takes for it to start? It's going. And why did it take that long? Because that seat had to move forward as well. Now I finally have enough space to get in and out, which is great. But imagine me sitting in the front. I'm still getting squished there, very uncomfortable. Now somebody moves it back. Let's wait, see how long it takes for that seat to get into a driving position. Still going. Still going. And finally, the driver's seat gets into the right position. It will not move back at all if this is not locked in place, which happens quite often since most people operating these seats don't really know how to lock it in place correctly. So if you leave it like this, it will not work. See, it's moving forward because it thinks it's unlocked. So I have to redo it before it will actually move back. See how long that takes? So if somebody's new to the car and not really sure how to use it, this is what it takes for them to get in the back and make somebody really uncomfortable. I know that was a lot of complaining, but I just feel like this could have been much easier and far less complicated. They could have also made these seats fold much flatter than this, which brings me to my second point. The second row cannot be folded at all. I understand that these are optional, and if you get the bench middle row and not the captain seats, it is not a problem, but these should have been designed to fold much further and a little bit better than this. I know that I may be the only X7 owner that actually uses it to carry big boxes and even 15 large solar panels, but it's a big car and it should be more versatile. Lastly, when the seats are folded like this, you will continuously get a disruptive bong and warning on the dash telling you that the rear seat is unlocked. This also blocks your front seat from moving to one of the memory presets, which gets really annoying even on short distances from Home Depot or something. Luckily, you can move it back manually just a little bit to be a little bit more comfortable, but it's definitely not ideal. I swear I will move on to something else other than the seats in just a minute, but one of the features that I was very excited about was cooling seats. And while they technically work, it's not what I expected. I expected air conditioned, aka cold air, to be going through this seat. But all it really does is blow cabin temperature air up my rear and my back, making this feature almost useless. I want this air conditioned air to be blown through here, not warm air from the car, well, until the car cools off. Yes, it's better than nothing, and my back is slightly less sweaty on a hot day, but it's not nearly as impressive as I was hoping for. Now, this next one's going to be a little controversial, and I know most people will not agree with me, but I was one of the few that actually really liked the tap to indicate turn signal, so the one tap turn signal. This is how it worked before in all of the BMWs I have had in the past, and I loved it. You would push it past the resistance point like this, but crucially, the indicator would go back to the middle, which meant that you could cancel it by pushing it up or down. It didn't matter, so you could cancel it in any direction. And I love that. That works really well for me. Unfortunately, on this X7, it's the same as the rest of the cars, where if you push it up, it stays up, and the only way to cancel is to push it down. You cannot cancel it by push it up anymore. That's the feature that I'm missing and what's been kind of annoying to me. Since I drive a few different BMWs, I still tap to cancel in the same direction ever so often, but obviously it doesn't do anything anymore. Number 5 on this list was actually brought up to me by my wife. In her previous car, whenever there was someone in the blind spot and you tried to merge, the car would make a warning sound as well as flash the light in the mirror right there. For some reason, this is not an option here and you only get a visual warning. There is no audio warning at all, which can be very useful in those, tricky situations when someone is in your blind spot and you can't actually see it. So obviously you might be looking to the left or whatever and may not see this little LED. An audio warning would have been perfect. So that's kind of annoying to see that all these safety features, but simple audio warning is not available. Of course, there are many other annoying features or lack of features on this X7, but luckily I was able to customize the car by coding some of these things out. One example would be the auto start stop feature that wouldn't remember the last state and always go back to on when the car restarted. I hated that, so I coded it out. If you'd like to learn how to customize your BMW, check out this video right here where I show you step by step on how to code BMWs. Super cool video and very useful if you like customizing your vehicles. If you're more of a hands-on type of person, you might be interested in checking out the torque wrench from N-Pods. Most modern vehicles require precision when tightening bolts, and this one's accurate to 0.5% with torquing range from 5 to 45 pound-feet of torque. It even comes with an inspection certificate showing the average error for this specific torque wrench at different torque values, making it perfect for smaller jobs all around the car. Replacing a car battery? Make sure to use a torque wrench so you don't break the bolt. Trust me, I've done it and it's easier than it seems. Anyway, here's how to use it. Find out the torque spec you will need, then simply pull on the locking knob like this and rotate the handle. It locks it in place once you let go. This is much easier than a traditional torque wrench, and I'm very impressed with the precision and how quality it feels in the hand. There's also very little play in the mechanism, making it great for small adjustments and tight spaces. Check the links in the description. As you can see, there are actually not that many things to complain about or features to hate or be annoyed by on this BMW X7, as it's an excellent car and I've enjoyed it tremendously. This is 100% first world problems right here, but when you buy a car at this price range, you buy the right to complain a little bit about the minor stuff as well. If you own a BMW X5, X6, or X7 and you'd like to modify it by coding it, check out this video where I show it to you step by step. Or maybe you'd like to change your own air filters and save a few $100 in the process. If so, click on this video right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Leave your comments down below on some of the features you might find annoying on your car. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!